Hey guys, welcome back. So in this video we are going to see a new series of playlist which is going to be about automation testing. So before getting into automation part, we should know a little theory of what is testing and why automation tools for automation, overview of what we are going to cover. So before getting started with the video, if you are new to this channel, do subscribe and hit on the bell icon so when I upload a new video, you will immediately get a notification on it. Do follow me on my Instagram page as well. Let's get into the video. So to make this video interesting or to like an interactive kind of video, I am just gonna use a notepad to type. So let's get into the video. So before getting into automation, I just want to cover what is testing, why we need testing, all of those questions. So I hope this video will be helpful. Do watch video till the end. Let's get into the video. So let me open my notepad. So we are going to see about automation testing. So before getting into automation testing, we are going to cover what is testing and why testing, all of those questions. What is testing? Let's get started with what is testing itself. First of all, testing is not only for the software industry, it is for other products as well. So we are mainly focused on software testing, but then I will just try to give an example of other product and relate it to the testing. Okay, so what is testing? In view of software development, testing is used to validate the software. Let me give an example of Instagram itself. So this is a one kind of application, right? So Instagram is one kind of application. Did they release this application without any kind of testing? No, right? They would have checked each and every module, each and every feature. So when I tell module, what does this mean? Getting logged into Instagram. So here this is already logged in. Let me copy this URL and open incognito mode and enter this. Here, if you see in incognito mode, I have not logged into Instagram yet. But when I click on login, what this is doing is it is directing to login page and it is asking user to enter email as well as password. You could now have a question on your mind, why am I talking about this thing? I am trying to relate what is testing here. So here they have displayed phone number, username or email. What if this field accepts any special character? See, for example, imagine no user number and email is here. Only phone number and password is here. So, phone number should be 10 digit, right? What if the phone number is 11 digit? So that is one kind of testing that we are doing. If the phone number is 11 digit, then user should not enter. So this is one kind of testing that Instagram had done. Now also if you log in with 11 digit number, it will not be logged in because that is one kind of validation that is being done to this particular field. I hope it's clear now. If you want an example of any other module, I would just give search module. I click on search button. This is one kind of testing that's been done. If this is working as per our need. Okay, whether it is filtering the data accordingly, that is one kind of testing. Let's now see a product based example. Take mobile phone. We'll talk about Apple itself. Each year what Apple does. Why is Apple taking one whole year? See, if Apple is releasing this September, then the next model of iPhone will be released in next year of September only. So first thing is that they just give the best. Not only Apple, you can just take the other phones as well. They will not deliver the mobile without testing. What happens when you don't deliver the mobile without testing? It may not work as per expectation. Imagine if you are buying a mobile phone and in place of camera, when you click on camera icon, the WhatsApp is opening or the any other app is opening. So what is the mistake there? They have not tested it properly. So that is the thing which is happening. Any product, whether it is software or it is a product based, everything goes under testing. So testing is very important. So what is testing is that validation of software. Okay, so this is the first question and the next question will be why we need to test. Why testing is required, or you can tell why testing is required. So what will be the answer for this? So as I told, When you're buying a phone and you're opening the camera icon, what has to open? The camera has to open. But in case of camera, if the other app is launching, then that is one defect of testing. So that is why we need to test accordingly whether that is working as per expectation and as per customer satisfaction or customer need. Okay, that is why we test, right? So why we need to test is that we need to ensure that each module is working as per the client's or as per the customer need. Here we'll need to satisfy the customer need. So the next question again here is, what happens when we don't test? What happens when we don't test? We will not know that we are delivering the client as per his expectation, that we are delivering the client the product as per his expectation or his need. So that is what happens when we don't test, and there are reputation of errors and bugs. Let's tell errors and bugs. So next we'll move into types of testing. So we have two types of testing. One is manual and the other one is automation. So first one is manual testing, and the second one is automation. So what is manual testing and what is automation testing? Manual testing means that we are manually doing it. I've given an example of Instagram, right? So here let us maximize this and open incognito once again. Reload. So what is manual testing? Here what I am doing is I am entering this data here and I am giving some password and I am checking if this is working. This username and password I entered manually. This is called manual testing. When you do the same thing, when you are entering the same thing, ID, password, with help of other external tool, that becomes automation, where you don't use your hand. Okay, you will just write the code for this to enter this name and password. Username and password comes here and clicks on this login button. That becomes automation testing. So what is the difference between automation and manual is, manual testing, we don't use any tool for testing. Okay, automation, we use tool for testing. The disadvantage is that we make a lot of mistake, but the system will not do that mistake. So that is why, that is one of the major disadvantage of manual. Humans, we do mistake, computers don't do mistake. Disadvantage, I'll just add a space and tell human errors. Now comes the next question. So let's add a number here. So this is my first, second, third, and types of question is 4. So I think I've almost covered this question here. Why automation? Because a human does more of error and automation is more fast, accuracy. We can reuse the code. The main point is that it reduces human error and it will deliver the product fast, and accuracy is compared to human, which is compared to manual testing. So I've covered this question. So let's give the answer as fast and accuracy compared to manual, reduce human error, reusability of code. We now talked about the type of testing, and we talked about two types, which is one is manual and the other one is automation. So when it comes to automation, here I have given we use tool for testing. So what is that tool? So now the next question is that tool for testing, which tool I am going to use for testing. So that is nothing but Selenium. Okay, so let's see what is Selenium and then we'll see about tools. What is Selenium? Selenium is a tool that automates web browser. When I tell web browser, it does not support any desktop application, app application. It supports only browser application, which means only website. Let's go here and tell Selenium. This is the official website. I'll just add the link. Here you can see Selenium automates browser. That's it. It will not do anything apart from automating the browsers. The main disadvantage is that it will not support any other application other than web application. If I want to test any of the mobile application or any of the desktop application, Selenium will not work. Okay, it only supports browser application, browser based application. I'm stressing on this word. It only supports browser based application. So let's go and note here, Selenium is used to automate browser application. Hyphen and tell only used for automation. When I tell tools used for automation, here in official page of Selenium website, you have Selenium WebDriver, Selenium IDE, Selenium Grid. These are the tools to automate web browsers. So here only 4 is there. So in previous version of Selenium, we had one more tool which was Selenium RC, which is now deprecated, in the sense which is not in use. So here we have Selenium WebDriver, Selenium IDE, Selenium Grid. Let's copy this Selenium WebDriver and I'm going to paste it here. Add Selenium RC as well, which is not in use now. Let's talk one by one. So I'll just go with explaining only what is the use of that. Let's start with Selenium RC itself. So just know that there was one more tool which was Selenium RC and which is not now in use. Okay. And the third one we have is Selenium Grid. So Selenium Grid is nothing but when we want to execute script in multiple machine, we'll have multiple test script, right? So when we want to distribute multiple test script on multiple operating system, we use Selenium Grid. Multiple test script on multiple OS. So Selenium Grid we use when you want to test multiple test script on multiple operating system. What is Selenium IDE? Commonly IDE is integrated development environment. So Selenium IDE is nothing but which lets you record the action that you are performing for a web application. So I'll show you one example of what is Selenium IDE and then come back with the theory. So when you go to Google Chrome, just type Selenium IDE. The second link that you get from the Google, okay, just click on this Selenium IDE and here you have, when I remove this, it will be removed, okay. Just add this to Chrome, add extension, okay, it's been added. Now if I go here, it will open. So here it is asking open existing project, create a new project, close Selenium or record new test in a project. Tell create a new project and I'm going to tell the name for this project as Amazon. Okay, my project name here is Amazon. This is Selenium IDE. Click on OK. So here the project name is here. You can edit whenever you want, and the title is here. Here you can see we have one pause button and we have one record button. Okay, I am gonna start record, and here we have to give the base URL. Before you start recording, you must specify a valid base URL for your project. Your test will start by navigating to URL. So we have to paste the URL of Amazon. So I have just pasted it here and click on start recording. So what it just did was it just opened the Amazon website, right? Now every action that I do on the Amazon website, it just records my action. For example, I'm clicking on this mobiles tab. So the action will be made there that I have clicked on mobiles tab. Okay. Then from mobile, I'm gonna click on Samsung. I'm just giving a tick mark for this. So what it does was it just filtered the Samsung thing. There also it would have recorded the same thing. Now I'm going to log out my account. I'm gonna give sign out. Now I am signed out of Amazon. Now I'll open the Selenium IDE. The action that I've performed is recorded here. You can see that opened, and then the window is set, and then the mouse I have just hovered it. Again I hovered, mouse out, I took the mouse, then I've clicked on something, then I hovered the mouse, again I clicked and I hovered. So all these event has been recorded here. At last I clicked the sign out button, and that is also recorded here. Test name as test1. I'm giving and saving. This is Selenium IDE. I've just showed one live project how to test, which was Amazon. So what is the disadvantage of Selenium IDE? We cannot write our own script, where you cannot write your own script here. What it does is the provided script, it is performing the action and it is recording, just like a video thing. It is just recording and it notes the action that we have performed. When we had this disadvantage, they came up with Selenium WebDriver. Okay, now what is Selenium WebDriver? So what is IDE? I'll just type here records action performed website or web application, everything is fine. Due to this disadvantage, we have Selenium WebDriver here. What this WebDriver does is it lets you write the code according to your need or customize the code. Here in Selenium IDE, we don't have that option. But in Selenium WebDriver, we are going to write the test script. We are going to write the test script. Where in Selenium IDE, we cannot customize the test script. You customize the test script. How Selenium interacts with browser. Now we came to a conclusion that IDE we cannot write any script, and WebDriver we can write script on our own. But here the next question is, how does Selenium interacts with the browser? Selenium is a tool, but how does this tool interacts with the browser? First thing to be noted is directly Selenium does not interact with the browser. What it does is it takes help from the driver. So I think almost the basic I have just covered. So that's it. This is the things, basic thing that you should know before getting into testing automation. So manual testing, we have manual. So manual is also equally important to automation. Manual will be covering with a separate series will be coming out. And before going into automation testing, you should know to write the test cases, which is obviously the manual testing. Just about the test case, I'll give an overview so that when we are starting off with automation, you will not have any confusion, because this test cases comes with manual, But here I'm gonna take only the test cases because we should know how to write the test cases. So here let me go with Instagram itself, not here, which I have opened in incognito mode. Let me remove this. This username password, right? We have to check in all the possible way. When I tell all the possible ways, just like permutation and combination, I'm going with phone number and password. So here, what you have to do is you have to write the test case in all the possible way. When I tell all the possible ways, like correct phone number with correct password, that is one combination. Correct phone number with wrong password, that is the other combination. A wrong phone number with the correct password, that is the third one. Wrong phone number plus the wrong password, that is the fourth one. Apart from that, is there any possible way to check? No, right? We have 4 ways to check, and then click on login. Just minimize this and I will write the test case here. So this test case should be written with the help of all column heading, all those things. So I'll be showing that in the manual part, but just for the case I'm just writing the test case here. Have a look. So one is correct phone number with correct password. Okay, and click on login. The second is correct, wrong phone number. Wrong phone number with correct password and click login. Third is correct phone number with wrong password and click login. Fourth is wrong phone number with wrong password, click login. Okay, so these are the 4 possible way for these to field. And wait, I'll just give the status as well. So here this is going to be the test case, and here a different column which will be status. So let's tell this as is the status correct phone number and correct password. When you click login, what happens? Login to Instagram account. So this will be the status. Okay, the status will be correct, right? When you give correct password, it logs into Instagram account and the status is correct. When you are entering some 10 digit or 12 digit phone number, that tells you that username is wrong. Please check the username. Check with the username. Okay, and this the status is wrong. I'm just maximizing it. So the third also, it just tells the same thing. Obviously, when you enter both the things wrong, this is what it will tell. Please check with the username wrong. So this is how you write a test case. So I have just written it for the login module. Try going to facebook.com and just write the test case for this. So I have just covered everything, and let's talk a little bit of Selenium. Coming to Selenium, Selenium supports different language. So which is Java is the most leading language that Selenium support, and then we have Python, we have Ruby, we have JavaScript, etc. Same way, Selenium support different browsers. So browser in the sense it supports Internet Explorer, it supports Edge, it supports Firefox, it supports Safari, it supports the other browsers as well. And one more thing about Selenium is Selenium will work on multiple OS. When I tell multiple OS, it is definitely the Mac OS, Windows and Linux. It is open source. There is no need of any payment to be done and using this Selenium. And main thing is that it is exclusively for web development. We cannot test any app or anything apart from that. Yeah, I think I have covered most of the things. So in next video, we'll be starting off with installation and file structure. We are going to build one project with the help of Java, Selenium, Maven, Java, Maven project. So if you ask me that is there any programming that we should know for testing, I would say yes. You should know basic of programming. Whether it is any programming, you should know some basic. I'll just add this in a bracket, and inside outside bracket I'm going to mention Java so that you will know that Java. So we are going to build complete project using Java, Maven and with the Selenium. So you should know a basic of Java, and then if you ask me is basic enough, I would say I don't know, because when you learn more you grow more. That is what I know. That's it in this video, guys. I hope this video was helpful. If you have any doubt or suggestion, do let me know in the comment section. Like, share and subscribe to the channel. Thank you for watching, and see you guys in the next video.